we are going to kick this weekend off with a mammogram. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. mammogram. No time to get anxious. This is my, I think, third or fourth mammogram in a row. I had to take some time off when I was nursing. So I got back on the mammogram train, and last year's was fine. The year before that, I did get a call back, but it ended up being okay. I don't know. I have health anxiety, so no matter what, until I get the results, I'm going to be thinking about this. Anyways, you got to get it done. And no, it's not super comfortable. I don't know. I have years where I'm like, okay, that wasn't too bad. And then I have years where I was like, that was traumatizing. So we'll see how this one goes. It went fine. Nothing to write home about. There was some issues getting their internet was slow today, so she had to type in all my information. So, your anxiety is building because it's taking even longer. But overall, the appointment took like 25 minutes, and I'm back out, and now it's raining, which is fine. I was going to take a walk, but that's not going to happen. So I will probably do everything that I need to do indoors today. My nails are off, so it's a perfect time to deep clean some stuff, and we'll see what I get into. So I've had this Apple Watch for many, many years. It's definitely an older model. And I've had this one in the box unopened since Mother's Day. My husband got this for me, and I have not opened it yet. Don't even know what it looks like because I don't really use my Apple Watch in the summertime. I use it mostly for work, and I'm starting to get these work texts now, and I'm missing them because I have not been wearing my watch. So it's time to start wearing a watch, and it's time to start wearing the new watch. I had to unpair this watch, and I forgot my Apple ID, which I do every time I need my Apple ID. I forget my Apple ID. I did write the clue to it down this time. So this one is unpaired. I will be selling this or giving this to one of my kids or something. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. So we've got a creamy watch band, and we've got a rose gold face. I probably have to order different kinds of bands now and covers, even though I had my little collection, because I don't think these are not the same size. And maybe the bands are, but maybe the bands aren't. Either way, it's good for now. I'm good with the cream and the rose gold. I will probably get black covers for everything. So let's get this one paired up, and hopefully I won't miss any more work today. So got the watch going, which is great. But when I was pushing my tripod down earlier, my finger got pinched and I could not get the tripod back open. I thought I was going to have to rip my skin off. It hurt so bad, but somehow, mind over matter, I got it open, and now I'm Band-Aid girl for a little while. I hate Band-Aids. They give me the ick. Took a little nap. We watched the second to last episode of Cape Fear, and that got really wild. And now my little one is off with one of his big sisters. They're swimming, so I have a little bit of time, but I don't know how much time. So I don't really know what I want to get into. I want to read some of the Reformatory. I would like to watch a scary movie or a movie period, but I also, because we couldn't get access to Apple TV, my husband's 30-day free Apple One, whatever, that was expired. So I got the Apple One free trial for a month. And so I kind of want to see what games and what all Apple One has to offer as well. So I will keep y'all posted on what I get into. I'm just not sure yet. Honestly hate this mic, so I'm sorry if it's making it makes a weird noise when I record with it. Anyways, I did read last night. I got to 50% on the reformatory, which means I'm on, this is a long book. I am on page 293 at 50%. So is this a 600 page, almost 600 page book? Looking like it, right? That's really good though. It is about a boy that has to go to a reformatory as his punishment. 1950s Graceland. He has to go to a reformatory as punishment for kicking his next door neighbor. He's black, the neighbor was white. So even though the neighbor pushed him first, he's the one that ends up having to serve this punishment. And in the reformatory, there are haints, which are spirits or ghosts of the boys that have been in that reformatory and passed away from years before. And he can see them. So it's kind of a ghost story, but it has a lot of commentary on, 1950s Graceland and the racism, the Southern racism. I mean, it was all over, but it was extra. It was extra in the South. And it's shaping up to be, a 4.5 to 5 star. I just feel like it is very long. And I don't know if it needs to be 600-ish pages. And then I just finished this morning on my walk and thereafter, because I had like 2 hours left, or an hour and 50 minutes left on my book Dissection of a Murder. And while I was fully invested in this book, I was waiting for because it's all over BookTube, it's going to slap you in the face. It's crazy. So I was waiting for that moment, and I can't say that it slapped me across the face. I had already had so many theories, and so of course, if you have a million theories, some of them are going to end up right. So I feel like maybe if you don't think too hard while you're reading it, and you don't try to guess, then I think it would slap you across the face. But the problem is, some of what I thought came true, and then the one that I was like, was that a surprise or not? I had already kind of checked that box off as it couldn't be because of some things that the narrator had said. So then it felt like they kind of crowbarred, well, yeah, that was said, but, here, I don't know. So it was a debut. And it was an excellent debut. And it was an excellent book. And like I said, I was fully invested. I was locked in. I was every day on my walk, I was knocking out, an hour of this book. And today I knocked out almost 2. But it didn't get to 5 star for me. And I kind of was hoping it would. I'm sure her next books will. So my goal is to finish the reformatory between today and tomorrow. I would like to not take it into next week so I can start that fresh last week of, well, for me, while I'm filming this, the last week of July, I want to tackle something else. So I want to just cleared out that one, and I want to clear out reformatory and then pick my next couple books. And I'll see what else I get into today. I have this neighbor with some kind of project car or vintage car or something, and they just like to hear it purr for 30 minutes at a time, I guess. So they just start it up and it's running in the driveway loud, like it doesn't have a muffler. And that's music to their ears, I guess. I don't know. I forgot to talk about what I watched last night. So I did... At first, I gave, it's called Severance a try again. This is my 3rd time trying Severance because everybody loves Severance. And I get it, I guess. My son loves it. I just obviously, a ton of people watch Severance, right? I cannot get into it. I don't know if it feels too sci-fi to me. It feels kind of bland, visually bland, and that's the point. Also, it has something about it that feels 70s-ish. So then I watched this movie that I rented from the library called Subservience. I just ran down the stairs to get it. Subservience with Megan Fox, and it's total trash. Was I entertained? Sure, I was. I watched it. I sat down. I locked in. I watched it. Trash. When Alice, Megan Fox, a lifelike android, is purchased by a struggling father, she suddenly becomes aware and wants everything her new family has to offer, starting with the affection of her owner, and she'd kill to get it. I get why it was made, and this is some of this is a likely future, but acting was kind of trash. Can Megan act? I don't know. I haven't watched enough by her to say if she can act or not. It wasn't really her that ruined it. It was just, the dad's a struggling dad, so he gets this AI maid and child rearer for his family, and then that's not really a spoiler. It's in the preview. He hooks up with her. I don't know. It was okay. I could lock in on that, and I couldn't lock in on Severance. So what does that say about me? And then tonight, earlier today, I read more of the Reformatory. I think I'm at 63% on that. I'd like to get to 75 or 80% today before I go to bed, and then I will probably watch something. I don't know that I'll watch any of these, but I have this one, MLA, I think it's called, that I've rented this like 3 times and never got to watch it because I can't get the subtitles up, but I'm going to give it another shot. I have Disney's Jungle Cruise. This one's more for my kid than me, but maybe we'll sit down and watch this tonight. And then, super nerdy, but I did grab Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and that might be okay. I don't know. I also have a ton of stuff that's, streaming that I could watch. I don't know what I'll get into, but I will update you guys when I find out. I know, horrible lighting. I just finished Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. That was my pick for the night. And I was pleasantly surprised. This was a good time. What does it say? A charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers undertake an epic heist to retrieve a lost relic, but things go dangerously awry when they run afoul. I can't see that. Run something of the wrong people in this hilarious and action-packed thrill ride critics are calling the best movie of the year. I don't know about that. I don't even know what year it's from, but from 2023. It sure was good, and I highly recommend it. I'm also kind of stuck in this medieval. I was doing a personal curriculum for a while, and I did ancient civilizations, and then I did medieval times, and I'm supposed to be on to the Renaissance now, but I'm kind of stuck on medieval times because surprisingly I just kind of fell in love with that time period and then historical fiction from that time period. So, it's Dungeons and Dragons. It has that kind of medieval, I think it's supposed to be set in medieval times. Anyways, I was going to take a full shower tonight, but I'm beat, and so I'm going to just take a bath, and then I'll do my everything shower tomorrow where I wash my hair and do all the exfoliation and all that stuff. I'm just too tired for it tonight. So yeah, I'll get to that tomorrow, and whatever else I get in tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be kind of a chill day because I do not have to film in the morning for my ASMR channel. So we'll see how much time that gives me. I'll have a whole morning to myself where I'm not filming. All right, nighty night. After about 20 hours of research, I have decided I was lusting after a ringed planner system for like the last week and a half. I've been watching nothing but Filofax content, and it's just so damn beautiful. I can't get over it. The way that people have their setups, and then, punching the little holes, and you can reuse all that stuff because it's not bound to anything. However, I finally just threw in the towel on all that because, first of all, Filofaxes are very expensive, and I already told myself I'm not doing any placeholders. So when I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy the one that I want, not a trial, oh, we'll just see if I like it. Like, I always waste my money doing that because I want the one that I want. But then hole punching everything, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can sit down and measure paper and hole punch my stuff, and I don't want to keep reordering inserts. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to refrain from watching Filofax content, and I'm just going to try to make my feed go back to, Hobonichi and Stalogy and Lecterm. I know I'm saying that wrong. And so I can get re-inspired to use what I have. Also, I'm sad because the past 2 candles I've lit in this room have been failures. They were both cherry scented candles from like TJ Maxx or Marshall's or something. And so I busted out. I don't shop at Bath and Body Works anymore, but I busted out I have a stash, okay? So I'm going to use my stash, and this is the Bath and Body Works Neapolitan ice cream sundae bar. Oh, it's actually Sunday, so that's kind of cute. Also, my son gets to eat ice cream on Sundays. I don't, because it messes with my stomach now. I'm already feeling like my stomach just does not feel right today. So I'm going to light my candle. I've got to catch up on planning for the week. Hobonichis are a Monday start, so I like to sit down on Sunday and get my week planned in here. I will do some morning pages in here. And then whatever I got to do, I'm sure there's something I got to do in my Stalogy. This is also my channel planner binder, and it's an ARC system. I do have the hole punch for this, so I can just punch my own paper and give this some attention. I need to order some more paper because, well, I'm gonna hunt. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any paper on reserve. But I can hole punch regular paper. It's just not as good quality as if you order the disc bound paper. And then I still have, what am I at? I think I'm at 7. I made it to 75% last night, which I did find myself skimming just a little bit. It's a long book, and some of the stuff about like the instruments and playing the instrument, I just was not interested in. So when it was talking about notes, I skimmed, I'm not gonna lie, over that. Oh, I'm at 81%, so I have to finish this today. I'm at 81%, and that is page like 461. I watched a bunch of movies and I finished a bunch of books, so I have to go into here and log my books. I have to go into here and log my movies. And also I wanted to start a bullet journal. I just don't know which journal to use. I wanted some place to keep collections that wasn't going to get like something non-dated that isn't going to get archived at the end of this year because it's already July, So we'll see if I get into that. We'll see how much of this pile I tackle and how much I have to finish this today. I also started Shuggie Bain, which I have the physical copy of, but I read like 50 pages of it physically, and then I needed a new book for my walks. So I got Shuggie Bain. So I started Shuggie Bain again this morning, and it took half of my walk just to figure out where I was. I kept like fast forwarding, like, no, I've read this, no, I've read this. So I've got a good start on that. It's a 16-hour book, but I want to finish it before the month ends. I like to close my stuff out before the month ends, but I never do. It's just ideal me would finish this before August starts. However, we'll see. Okay, I'm going to get into all this, light my candle. I have my coffee with my coconut creamer, and I'm going to get started. So I did get some good journal planner time in yesterday. I guess I didn't really get that much planning done. I got a couple of things on here. I will finish that up today. I caught up to everything I watched, except I watched another movie last night, which I'll get into, but I got Subservience, Dungeons and Dragons, The Crow in here, and I don't really write a lot. Like, this is nothing special for Dungeons and Dragons. I write the little synopsis that's either on the back or when you Google it. A charming thief and a band of unlikely adventurers embark on an epic quest to retrieve a long-lost relic, blah, blah, blah. And then I just write a couple sentences about how I felt. Oh, I didn't write this one. I need to go back in and write this one. I said this was laugh out loud funny, the action plus action and adventure. I'm still on my medieval kick. It hit the spot. I would like to watch it again. and I write, the title and who's starring in it, how I watched it. I watched it as a DVD, and then I need to go back in and write the star rating on that, which it was like a 4.5. I loved it. And I caught up on all my books, so I'm good on that. So far, July, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I still have like 6 days left. I would like to knock out Shuggy Bane because I started Shuggy Bane yesterday. So I'd like to knock that out audio, and then if I can knock out one more paperback or hardcover or whatever, which should be Butter. I believe Butter is my next goal. Anyway, so like for the Reformatory, I need to go back in and add another star because I accidentally started rating it before I finished. So I need to go back in, and it was a 5-star. So the Reformatory by Tannen and Reed do 576 pages rating. It's going to be a 5-star. And then I just write, the little synopsis, and then I'll write a few sentences about how I felt and, why it resonated with me, or like for Dissection of a Murder. I did not know. Did I already talk about this? That this is going to be the premise for Presumed Innocent season 2 on Apple TV. Anyway, I just wrote, that's what I wrote. Wait, this is being adapted into a season of Presumed Innocent. Yay. And it was a debut. That's crazy. I never want to read a legal thriller, but when I do, there are always winners. A few minor plot holes, but very entertaining. That one was a 4-star for me. Yeah, I think it's a solid 4-star. It was really good. It wasn't quite a 5-star. So I did all that. I did get some decorating. Oh, I also caught up on my son's scrapbook. I'm not going to open this, but this is the mega. This is the Lecterm, like 400 and some pages. And this is what I use to scrapbook all his stuff. I just put little pictures in there and write next to him. And it should last, I was hoping it's going to last till he's 18. And then I did get a little bit of decor in here. So I stuck some stickers and little cards and stuff and a notebook and a pen, and then my iPad over here, and it does fit my Kindle. My Kindle ColorSoft is charging, but it will be housed in here as my favorite carry around tech. iPad mini and my Kindle ColorSoft. And I watched Jungle Cruise last night, which was like a solid 4-star movie. It was exactly what I needed for summertime. I didn't know it was kind of ghosty or monstery. I tried to get my son to watch it with me, and the beginning is a little bit more, setting the story, so there's not a lot of action in the beginning. But once the animals came out and the cruise started and they're on the water, he did get more interested. It's got Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt in it. Okay, it says, rocking thrill ride down the Amazon with wisecracking skipper Frank Wolf and intrepid researcher Dr. Lily Houghton. It was a fun movie. I love an action adventure in the summertime. So I watched that, and then I made an avocado salad. I just chop up an avocado, chop up some tomatoes, some fresh mozzarella cheese, chop that up, and then salt, pepper, basil, and balsamic glaze. It's one of my favorite summertime salads. And I've been doing a lot on index cards lately. Like I have movies that I want to see. I have released movies that I want to see. My August projects, I'm starting to really try to figure out August watch list, August to be read list. And these are just random stuff. So I have those going. I need to transfer those into some other formats. I need to brainstorm that. And then I will include a few clips from earlier in the week because we did the water taxi. We do it every summer. We go out on the river on the water taxi, and it just stops at like these little ports. It's nothing fancy. You just cruise around on the river and look at birds and whatever. It's a simple, kind of cheap, fun day for me, my husband, and my little one. And we've done it every summer since he was like in a stroller, like itty bitty. This year he was kind of scared, but he got over it after the first few minutes. I was like, we do this every year. What are you talking about? He's like, is it going to go fast? And I know why he's scared. It's because we went on one of those airboats in Louisiana, in New Orleans, on our gator tour, and that scared out of him. So that's why he was scared. And I was like, no, this is just a cruiser. We're just chilling. He was fine. And we saw an eagle, which I haven't seen an eagle. And the last time I saw an eagle, I think was in either Portland or Seattle. was the last time I saw an eagle. And that's even hazy. Like, did I see it? Did I think I see it? I don't remember. Anyways, we did see for sure an eagle on this little trip. And then after we got off the water taxi, we drove into a little part of downtown and it had grilled cheese at a grilled cheese bar. I got the caprese and it was excellent. My husband and my son both got the burger and they were huge. It was a burger grilled cheese. I'm like, you guys, that's just a patty melt. Whatever. They loved it and it fed them twice. Like it was 2 burgers on each burger. On each sandwich, and my kid can't eat that. So it lasted my kid like 3 meals. That's about it. I'm going to wrap up this vlog because I got to get started and get my mind going into this week, which is my husband's birthday. So he's off the next 2 days. So it's kind of a double weekend for us. I'm not filming today. So this is my 2 out of 7 days that I don't film on. I mean, I'm filming this, but so I'm taking the morning off to kind of just chill, clean, do more whatever hobby stuff. And then I think tonight we're going to kick off his birthday weekend with some ice cream. He wants to go to Cold Stone. So I will have to remember to take my lactose pill because ice cream does not sit right with me anymore. Okay. If you watched this all the way to the end, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, good night, sleep, and I will see y'all real soon. Toodaloo.